Josh, a 6-1 victory this afternoon. You were on the bench in the first half. How did the opening 45 minutes look to you?
Nah, to be fair, the boys have done brilliant. I got a little knock before the Arbroath game, so I've spent a bit of time on a bench watching the boys, but full credit to them, they've absolutely done brilliant. They've started the season on fire, and long may it continue.
You managed to come on and get a goal. What was your own take on the goal? Was it just a composed finish in the end?
Yeah, just obviously I'd come on and I know it was kind of late on, so I just broke away from my man, and to be fair, the boys created it for me. Great play by I think it was Pates and the over from Wallace, which were brilliant. He seen me run and just kind of passed it into the net, and luckily it went in.
A lot of attacking play this year. Do you feel that you could get onto the goal sheet a lot more? You got a lot of goals when you were at Arbroath. Yeah. Do you feel that that's still something you could?
Yeah, it's something that I want to get back in my game. I think I scored 3 and then 5 in one season with Dunfermline and 3 in the other. So I've chipped in with a couple, but yeah, like you say, I'd like to get back up there towards the double figures if you can, and as a midfielder, if you can get there, anything over 5 is I'd like a minimum, and then anything towards double figures is an absolute bonus.
When you see the strength of the midfield, like you said, you were on the bench, but you come on and it's just a simple transaction from whoever goes off to you coming on. Yeah. Is that fluidity in the midfield crucial to how the team plays? Yeah,
I think so. I think the most of the play that goes through the midfielders, if we can dominate games like we did today, that's where we'll score goals. We've managed to do that in the games that we've played, and when you're coming on and it's 4-0, when you're 4-0 up, it makes it a lot easier. You know, you fit into the game and the fluidity is there already, so you just fit in nice and easy. But yeah, obviously watching you, you're dying to get on, you're itching to get on when you're on the bench, and I was happy when I got on today and managed to get the goal at the end.
15 goals in 3 competitive matches. Does that put down a marker to the teams in this league for the remainder of the season?
It's a great start, and that's all it is. It's nothing else. We've scored a lot of goals. We've won games, which is exactly what we want to do. We've done that in pre-season as well, so we've just carried on. The boys have worked hard, and it's the first game of the season. So, like you say, it's a nice one, but we won't rest on that. We'll make sure that we go again next week, and we look towards kicking on every game.
On a similar note, you didn't manage to beat Brechin last season. Coming here and winning so emphatically again, does that kind of put down a mark and say we've risen to the challenge and we're now able to come to these places?
I think it definitely gives a confidence. I was saying on the bench with a couple of lads before the game, it's a tough place to come. This is I've been a fair few times, and you never get, well, I've never really had a game like that where we've managed to dominate from start to finish. Normally you're in a game from the off, and it's always tough. But like I said, we've hit the ground running, as they say, and we're taking his chances, which is a massive thing. Once you're on top on games, we're on top in a lot of games last season, but we never took his chances, whereas this season we've started off, and long may it continue. With the boys of Faces has done great. Moff, great partnership, them two now, and when you see that in front of you as a midfielder, it gives you the confidence to go on and score some goals as well. So Sean, there's goals from everywhere, and hopefully we can take it on into the season.
Another big crowd you'd expect at East End Park next week, Fife Derby.
Yep.
How do you view the game? You played Cowdenbeath last week and won emphatically, but they'll now
it'll be a totally different game.
You know, they'll understand how to play against you a little bit more. Is it a completely different game? Is it going to be harder?
Yeah, I definitely think so. We've got the confidence. That's one thing that we'll definitely take into the game. But they know what we're about now, kind of thing. It was still early on in the pre-season. They'll have had a game today, a little bit more work themselves, so they'll coming into the game knowing what to expect this time round, and hopefully if we can start like we did in the first. However, we never managed to get any goals in the first half last week. I think that's what we'll always be dying to do, and especially at home in front of his own fans, like you say, a big crowd, and hopefully we can get another win.
Thanks, Josh.
Brilliant. Cheers, lads.